see how this goes. No script. Just gonna put it down, as it were, so to speak, per se. So I am going to do a short demonstration on how I put on my service dog's harness. I have her ready. She is waiting eagerly, peering into my soul. As I mentioned, I have a certain technique to the way I put on Athena's service harness, as to minimize risk of her being pinched, and also to lower her energy levels, because certain breeds, such as the American Pit Bull Terrier, are high energy dogs. And so what I like to do when I put on Athena's harness is I like to put it on 10 to 15 minutes prior to actually leaving the house with her. That way to lower her energy levels, let some of that energy, that natural energy that the American Pit Bull Terrier breed has, let it dissipate, and it has worked wonders for me. So I am going to actually bring her on camera now. Be prepared. If you're not sitting down, you might want to sit down, because the cuteness will knock you over. So let's go ahead and get to that. Athena, here, babe. Come here. I know. Come here. Right here. Come here. Over here. Right here. Come on. You. Down. Hey. I know you're excited. See, this is what I'm talking about. She's excited. Come here. Hey. Come here. Right here. Yep. Alright. Hey. There. Stop. Sit. Settle down. Hey. Settle down. Don't tell me no. So just for aesthetic purposes, actually, I put on her collar. That's why she's a little excited right now, because that usually means we go on a CARRIDE. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Thank you. Good girl. I know. It's boring. You don't want to sit there anymore. But you're doing a good job. Thank you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you some of the techniques that I have learned to, better care for her as a service dog. This is her harness, and the very first time I put this on her, I pinched her with the clip here. And I don't know about you, but my dog is very important to me in my life, and I would never want to cause her harm. So I've learned to do a little trick to keep that from happening in the future. So I'm going to show you two techniques. One, the way I do it, which is a fast way, which actually has eliminated the risk of pinching her by adding the risk of myself being pinched. But there is an actual easier way if you just more intelligent, smarter, efficient way, and I'm going to be showing you that as the second option to buckle the service harness on your service dog. Now this is what I consider a typical harness for a service dog, as far as the shape. Now I don't know if when you're out in public, a lot of people for some reason don't use the pink ones. I don't see them too often. I got it because she's a female, and being a pit bull, people for some reason always want to say him, so I got this to just to show off that she's a female. I'm proud of having a female pit bull. She's my baby. Doesn't matter. Half of the people that come up to her still calls her a him with this bright pink harness on. So it doesn't matter what color, and we'll get into that too. You don't even actually have to have one of these if you have a service dog to go in wherever. You just we'll get into that. It's one of the reasons that there's a huge problem with fake service dogs recently that has been multiplied and gotten worse and worse over the past year, to where the point, I don't know if you've read in the news, and if you're watching this, you're probably already aware of this. Maybe that's why you're watching this. They have... Go ahead, babe, lay down. No, I'm sorry, actually. They have banned ESAs, emotional support animals, from the airlines, and then they all followed suit. So there's actually, airlines are no longer allowing emotional support animals on planes, and we'll get into that. You know, I just briefly, it's because people were bringing their emotional support ostrich and emotional support squirrel and emotional support snake on the plane. Sorry, Sam. It's no pun intended. That is people taking advantage of a system that was put in place for, you know, people that need it. And there are people that need it. People have trouble flying and, you know, have issues in high stress situations. I'm one of those people, actually. So I will get into that. I'm an oddity in myself, and I don't say that to brag. If you stick around long enough, you'll see what I'm saying, because, you know, I might appear that, you know, I would not be the type of person that has like anxiety. You may have just heard it in my voice there. Again, there's no one in my living room, just me and my dog. You know, my daughter's in her side of the house, so I have zero reason to be expelling this anxiety on camera right now, and yet here it is. So let me just relax. And one of the things that has happened is people have taken advantage of a system that was put into place to help people like myself. And the reason I'm doing this channel is because, you know, you have your, you know, people with disabilities. They might have people with physical, easy to see. I can see you have a disability, and, you know, they tend to never have problems with their service dogs. There's exceptions to every rule. There are people out there that just don't know any better and would tell a person that might be missing a veteran, which makes it even worse. A veteran might be missing a leg and in a wheelchair, and they have their service dog. And I've actually seen cases where they, you know, as a store owner, you can't bring that animal in here, and that's just crazy to me. But it does happen. People like myself with no physical disability, some might argue that, but I get looks wherever I go. And, you know, I think it's because people assume that I guess I look mean sometimes. I try not to, but I don't get a lot of trouble so far. What I get is people that don't think that I can hear them making comments maybe to their coworker, or like an exasperated sigh because I walked in with my dog, and they think automatically that, you know, I'm just one of the fake service dog people, and I'm not. She's doesn't take them long, and that might be the other reason too I don't get any trouble, because she is well trained, and, you know, she doesn't cause any problems in the places of business that I take her. Anywhere, you know, normally I take her on a walk nightly. Normally it's to Walmart, or Wawa, or both, and, you know, they're accustomed to seeing her. They love her, actually, which is another issue we'll get into. So the handle would go on top. Alright, now there is a place for a leash, and that's how I use hers, but, you know, for seeing eye dogs and certain dogs that usually physical disabilities, a person would need to hold on to this handle right here as they're walking with their service dog. So that's one way to tell. So the head goes through this, her head would go through this biggest area right here. Okay. So you slip it over her head, and it goes across her back. And so the technique that I'm pointing out today is to keep you from pinching your service animal. Hopefully you haven't done that, and that's the reason you're watching my channel now. But if you have, again, no judgment, because that's what I did the first time. So here, babe, stand up, 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 up. Good girl. We have Athena here with her harness already on, so you can see how it fits on her. So you just unclip it underneath of her belly and take it off. So, all right. So her head's going to go through here, handle on top, right? All right, we're going to put the clip underneath. I like to do it this way. This is my technique. I keep my thumb between her belly, you know, on the underside of the clip. So it would be between the clip and her belly as I snap it together. Nice and easy right there. And making sure that it's loose enough for her to be comfortable in. There is another technique. Takes a few more seconds. Things like this. So we slip it over her head after we've loosened the strap a little bit. Now, as you can see, we have plenty of room here. And we just snap that together. I know what's going on. So you can't really see the strap as you're tightening it. You have to feel it out, but it's something you'll get used to, and you could just pull that tighter underneath her belly, and there you go. So a couple more seconds, and still a little bit too loose, but quick adjustment. There we go, and you're good to go. And she's tightened up. Looks like she's in a comfortable position with her harness on. She smells the treats in my pockets. This is also something new for her, so she's a little confused about it, and that's fine. So that is the two techniques that I wanted to show you on how to properly put on your service dog's harness without causing her to be pinched. And we just want to thank you from me and Athena to you. Hopefully you stick around and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting some more videos on my life as a service dog owner and actually as a single father. I also have a 13-year-old daughter, and I'm going to be posting some more videos on my entire lifestyle. So I hope to see you soon. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification bell, and I want to wish you blessings and abundance.